Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to this trading day. Well, today it's Thursday? Yes, it is Thursday, and we're trading as usual natural gas and crude oil, and we're focusing only on those two futures. Now, there's a lot to talk about today because we had the two reports of natural gas and crude oil at the same time. At the same day, which is today, at different times, and then obviously that has brought some volatile market moves, so to speak. Now, without any further ado, let's go to the chart and see what the market has got in store for us today. Now, looking directly into the tickers, obviously you can see that crude oil has been quite, so to speak, unsettled throughout the day. I'll just pop open here the live trading. So if I do have any questions, make sure you answer. Sorry guys. So if you do have any questions, make sure pop them down in the comments below, and I'm here to answer those questions. A little bit of unusual. You know, put people on time on. Okay, got it. Yeah, a little bit of unusual time for me to go and live trade. Usually I do that midday around 2 to 3 o'clock. Well, I did that today, but unfortunately I had changed the USB of the microphone, and that resulted in a fantastic live trading without any sounds. So hence why I'm doing another live trading, and then I can explain you what is going on and how we can make the most out of the markets today. Like I said, today it's a Thursday. We were supposed to have a crude oil report yesterday as a Wednesday, but that was postponed to today, and that has had some effects on the trading. And then we had also the 5 o'clock report of the storage of natural gas, and that has also been done now. Not too many volatile moves. If you see here 3:30, let's see where 3:30 is, right here. So yeah, we did have a little bit of push on crude oil, but that's pretty much it. Now, let me talk to you about crude oil and natural gas, what the major trends are and how you can take advantage of that. I can hear the microphone now. That's amazing. Now, let's go to the dailies and then see what that is looking like for crude oil. Now, I have drawn some guidelines here, so just I can mark the lows and the highs, and then obviously where the trend is going, as well as that. But mainly, as you can see, at the moment, it's quite a bearish market, a sentimental, so to speak, because we have broke below the MA and we have continued selling off since then. Now, if I'm to go into a crude oil, I'm probably looking to open up a short position, because that is the major trend and the trend is your friend. You have to remember that always, right? Now, if you go back to the daily, or let's go to the 1 hour charts and then see where the market stands there. As you can see, we're still between the two guidelines I have set myself, and they aligned very well with the lows and also with the highs right here, and the one above that. Now, when you look at the trend, obviously now you can see those lines, and then they suggest it's a downtrend. So I have led them there just to guide me when I take a position. For example, that's a fantastic a short squeeze, and then obviously we pulled all the way up from there. Now back to the daily, to the 1 minute chart. We just bounced off the 100 MA, and we reached about some resistance at 76.5 per barrel as it stands at the moment, and that's where we're trending at this very moment in time. As you can see, this one, it's a long-standing resistance throughout the day, so expect potentially some pullback or breaking above that, and then testing a resistance of $77 per barrel as a round number. So just be careful when you trade, and always get in the major trend. Now, looking at natural gas, that is slightly different as it stands at the moment, because natural gas has been selling off and also been pulling back, and it's quite unpredictable. So I call it, it's a good consolidation zone, and I'll show you why. Obviously on the daily, you can see each and every candle represents 1 day, so that's why it's the daily. We're currently at a long-standing support, which is the 100 MA, or the 100 moving average, and we're looking to bounce off that. Now, to me, the major trend is bullish all day long. bullish sentimentals, and I have also drawn a little line here again, just to represent the ascending pattern the current natural gas market has got, really. And then you can see it's just bouncing off that MA at the moment, as that is some support as it stands at the moment. Now if you go on to the hourly, you'll see what I'm talking about here. Because we've been selling off from the height of $3.6 per contract, and then all the way down to about $2.9 per contract. Obviously that has been a significant sell off, and on the hour chart you'll see the break below the MA, then continue breaking below, and then we found that support level right here. And if we go now to the 1 minute, then you'll see that the market doesn't really have a specific direction at the moment. Let me just expand that to 5 minutes. Doesn't have any specific direction. It's more of horizontal patterns, support and resistance levels. So if you look into trading support and resistance levels, then obviously natural gas will be the one to choose. And then as you can see, highs and then lows, and then highs and then lows. It's not that difficult to predict, but you have to take advantage of each and every edge you perceive. Now back to the 1 minute. Now, since we don't have a clear direction and we're trying to find that support of natural gas, I'm staying off natural gas for a while, just so we can get that direction, and then I can trade on that direction as well. So I'm not really trading too much natural gas. I'm more focusing on oil. As you can see, I've opened 1, 2, 3, 4 positions today. One of them was at midnight. I had an order because I did perceive an opportunity with crude oil, and then let me just break that up for you, break it down for you, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Now if we go to, I cannot really open that. Right, let me just do something, that is that. Right, now here we can say it properly. Now we're looking at crude oil at the moment, and then last night let's see, 23rd, today is the 23rd. Oh, you can barely see when we opened last night. Let me just see, well, 1 minute, that is natural gas, that's why it's a different pattern. Let me go to crude oil and then show you. Right, so we can't, come on. Anyhow, I cannot show you precisely, but let me open up the 2-minute chart and then I'll show you. Right, so we're talking about yesterday, and we're looking at right here. Right, so there we go. Yesterday I've opened up a position. I mean, I had an order, and that was executed just 20 minutes past 12, and that is somewhere around here. Right, so that is the low where I've entered my position when my order was filled, and I found myself in a short position on crude oil. Right, so after all, we broke below the MA, and I continue trending below the MA. I thought that is a great opportunity for me to enter into a trade, and then let the market dictate it from there while I was asleep. Now what happened then, it's basically, you can see here, this little candle, it's take me off the trade just before the sell-off, and I was gutted in the morning because I did perceive that opportunity as a really valuable opportunity, and then basically I couldn't take the most of it purely because I didn't really set up a good stop loss, as my stop loss was just around here, and I should have really let it go for a little bit more. But with that being said, I have recouped some of the loss earlier, and I've taken a couple of more trades, and then let me just open that and show you. Now I've traded in the morning as well, about 7 o'clock, and then that is taking us, let's say 7 o'clock, it's right here. Right, so that is the next position I've taken, and let me break it down why I've taken that position and why did I perceive it as an edge for me. So looking at 7 o'clock, all right, around here. Right, now we broke below the MA once again, and since we gained back some of the early loss, and then we broke below. I thought, yeah, that is another great signal to short sell crude oil, as it is been very bearish sentimentals on the daily chart, and we broke below it. I've entered a trade, and then we find some support right here at 76.18 per barrel, give or take, and then we break above. I've closed another I've closed half of my position right here, and as you can see, that is the 16 pounds I lost, because I thought, okay, you know, the pattern is not working and I better take some small loss while it's still a small loss. Now thereon continued uptrending, a little bit consolidation right here, this area, and then we break above it, and that took me off my second half of the trade. As you can see here, that is my lost call, 32 pound. Right, so and so at 7 o'clock in the morning, I did found myself in a about 170 pound loss. So I had to keep my cool, keep going, and just continue trending my edges. And that's what I did. Now, the next position I've taken, it's again a short sell, but that was a little bit later. And see, what time was that? That was a 9 o'clock. So that was just before the big sell-off. Again, 9 o'clock. So I did take a position 9:20 right here. 9, right, somewhere here. No, it's 20. So let me just see exactly where that was. 9:20, yes. So we open up a position. Is that open or close? Close time. Okay. So 9:20 was close. So I'll tell you where exactly I opened it, because I do remember that. Right. I've opened it right here. We broke below the MA, and we had the confirmation of one single candle below the MA. I thought that is a great opportunity to enter a trade with a significant downward momentum. And so that's what I did. I've entered the trade, then we met some resistance at the MA, but then all worked out, and then I got my profit call right at $76 per barrel. That's where I actually got my profit call, and actually closed my position right here. Yes, it's purely because I thought it may not go down any further. And with that being said, it did go a little bit further down, because I've closed it at 9:20. It's right somewhere here, 21. So it's right here. So we did have some more momentum going our way. I could have waited a little bit longer, but I thought, hey, you know, it's a winning trade. Let's bag it and then let's move on. And that's what I did, in fact, because after that, the initial sell-off, we did have a pullback, and then we broke above the MA, and that's where I've taken my fourth consecutive trade for the day. And I did open the trade somewhere here after the obviously the confirmation of one candle above at the MA, and then we did hit then my profit call, which was 76.5, and that gave me a good £100 profit, or in total £140 up today. Not as much as I want to be, but hey, it's still better than having a loss or not moving forward towards my goal and my dreams, so to speak. Now, since then, the market has gone down. I missed on this one purely because I wasn't on at the time on the screens, so I did miss out on this sell-off, which was a bit gutted, because again, it is something I'm trading. I'm trading the MA as a fantastic strategy so far, and it's been working very well for me. And hopefully you guys can copy it as well, so then you can also profit from the markets. But looking at MA and crude oil in general, we sold off then, and we found some new support at 75.3, then uptrended from there. We broke above the MA and then continue uptrending from there. Again, I didn't take advantage of this break because again, it's false belief that probably we'll be looking to reverse and then see from there. So I didn't really take advantage of this edge, although I have to really go on and take each and every edge, because if it's an opportunity, I better take it than not to miss out on anything as it stands at the moment. Now we have continued uptrending from there above the MA, and that's where we stand at the moment. We just made a huge push above the MA, bouncing off it, and then we just tested previous highs right here and right over here As you can see, I'm not currently in an open trade, and that's where we are at the moment. Now I'll be looking to potentially open another position before the market close, as I believe today it's closing at 6:30. It says here, which is very unusual. I found it very bizarre. As usually market is open till about 9:30, 10 o'clock UK time. So with that being said, I want to wrap up for today. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you get that good trends and good winning profits. I'm trading each and every day, same place, same time, and same tickers.